Saturday is National Compliments Day, January 24th.
Nice.
Nice.
That means I'm going to give lots of compliments.
Like,
And are you?
no.
Should I be planning to receive some?
No.
Come on. If it's a national day, we have to celebrate.
Do we?
We do. Like if it's National Chocolate Day, would you want to consume chocolate? Or a cookie day?
I'm not
Or
eating
National
sugar.
Dog Day? Well, I know, but like if it fit with our things, so I think compliments fit in our day. We can do this.
You see, I don't typically hand out compliments. That's the thing.
I know you don't. They're very rare.
Because that way you know that I mean them.
That's true. And I do feel them when you give them the, I don't know, 3 or 4 times that I can recall. I just joked.
3 or 4 times a month, maybe. Like 1 compliment a week.
Yes. You know, and
do you need more than that?
No, I don't need compliments.
I feel like you get enough, okay? You get a lot of praise. You're fine.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so that's interesting that you would say that. And then...
Because you don't feel it?
No.
Really? Well, because you also say that you try and compliment me a lot and I don't feel it.
So do you think this is a thing that we think other people are receiving lots of compliments and praise?
But the other person doesn't actually feel it?
Right. Or maybe they're not recognizing it. Like, I mean, do you think I get a lot of compliments from... Because let's face it, your dad... Oh, okay. So let me tell you this story. I don't know if I've told you this before.
Okay.
This, I can't... This was before we were married. I don't know if we were engaged or not. So maybe dating still. But anyway, we had tickets to go to the theater. You know, like one of the big Broadway ones in Chicago. I can't remember, like Miss Saigon or Phantom or something. I had tickets and I got dressed up, you know, and did my hair, my makeup, and got dressed up. And your dad... He sort of looked at me and he's like, "You look respectable."
That's a compliment from him.
Probably knowing that now, right? But you felt it, right? You had that moment of like,
wow.
Yeah, how do you
I like it from a coworker? Sure.
Right, from a coworker. Like if you were dressing for the job, like you just started your new practicum and it's like you look respectable. Like you were going in, that's what you were trying for, this or that. I was going to the theater with somebody I liked and I had to double check with them. Like, do I look like a librarian? Which again, not to stereotype or something, you know, but I'm like, did I have my hair up? Like what? I looked respectable. So, knowing him now, that probably was a compliment because he does not compliment.
No.
I don't know if you realize that.
His way of complimenting seems just like that. You look respectable. That's what his way of compliments.
Yes, or he goes the extreme opposite, sort of like I don't know how to say this, like a junior high boy, like, yeah, you're looking hot, sort of thing, you know, but that you don't know if it's sincere, right? So, like, I think compliments are complicated.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they should be pretty simple. Like, somebody says something nice, somebody else says thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But how often is that really what we do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then what do we think? Like, we overanalyze it sometimes. What does he mean? I look respectable. Like, where do you go with that?
Respectable.
That wasn't an all, like, if I could have said 10 words I was going for, that would not have been one of it. No, I mean, there are times I want to look respectable, obviously, but anyway. So.
I don't even know where to go from there.
Yeah. Is anybody giving courses on how to compliment?
I don't know.
I don't know. But so I think this is a two-sided thing is, one, how comfortable is somebody giving compliments? And then that gets into a lot of layers of like, what are we complimenting people on? Is it something about looks? Is it something about their character? Is it their values? Is it effort or performance? Or, so there's the whole what's going on for the compliment giver. And then there's a whole compliment receiving end of it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do we want to tackle one first? Maybe talk about giving compliments?
Sure.
Yeah, like you've already said, you're pretty aware of any compliments that you're giving. Because it's not just me that I think that you probably don't share a lot of compliments.
It's not my vibe. I don't know.
So compliments have to be part of a vibe? Tell me.
I don't know. It's just like, I feel like if you ask anyone in my day-to-day life, they'd be like, no, I feel more loved when she's making sarcastic comments than when she's giving compliments,
Yeah, because I think in our inner circle, when we're comfortable with sort of I don't know, whether it's sarcasm or other comments, but then again, what does that say about the person giving the compliment that you'd have to be a little mean for it to feel like a real compliment?
Why are we digging into my personality?
No, I'm thinking we're talking about in general, right? Because you said your dad sort of does something very similar.
Right, but like, I just feel like it's a part of my personality to be like a little sassy, to be a little
sassy.
Just a little much, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the little sweetheart that's handing out compliments every 30 seconds. I'm the girlie who's looking at you like you've done fucked up, okay?
That's when the glare in the look. Mm-hmm. If looks could kill, like
the whole I can't control my face, so if I don't say it, my face will. Yes.
And you got that very much from your dad. I have a mom look at times, but your dad just has like if the looks could kill. And I think Nick got that too. Like the three of you. In a way that I don't think other people can quite pull off.
Okay.
But that's the opposite of compliments.
That is the opposite of compliments. And that's kind of how we are. We don't hand out a lot of compliments because it's just like the opposite of our nature.
Yeah, but okay. And that is just how it is.
It's like personality. It's not in the personality for me to be handing out compliments left and right. I do it every once in a while when I'm really feeling it. But
that's fair.
They're not free. Like, they're free, but you have to earn one.
Oh, so people have to earn a compliment.
I don't know that was, like, it sounded right, but, like, I don't think that's what I meant by that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, meaning it has to be sort of an extra level of...
Like, I'm not walking up to a stranger being like, oh, my God, I like your hair today.
Oh, see, and I would.
You would. I'm not social. I'm not happy-go-lucky. You have that bubbly, like, personality where you want to talk to people. You want to be a light in people's life. And I'm just like, don't talk to me. Stay over there.
I don't know that I necessarily want to talk to people.
Yes, you do.
I do think that... I think this is one of those guiding things about me, that life is just really hard for most people most of the time. Like, people are going through some really tough stuff much of the time. And so if there is something I can notice or say that might bring a smile or just a moment of being seen or being recognized or valued or whatever that little thing might be, like, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And I also, and it goes maybe back to some of that analogy of like, and I don't think it's specific to women, but certainly with that, which is, helping other women, sort of put their crown on or straighten it. Like, just like, you're amazing, girl. You have got this. And so I would probably with any stranger, like there are some people that just have the most beautiful eyes and smile. They just, so if it sort of lights me up when I see them and that smile, like, why, like, your smile is so beautiful.
You see, I think you notice and think about things in ways that I don't. Because I might notice that someone has nice eyes, but it's not like, oh my God, your eyes are so pretty. Let me tell you about it. I'm like, you have nice eyes. And I move on. It's like, it's not a process in my head.
Yeah.
Of like, oh my God, I should tell them because I really love their eyes. It's just like a little, like I notice it and then I move on.
Yes. Okay. So as you said that made me think of something else that oftentimes I do say that because again, if it can help somebody feel just, a couple of seconds of feeling good, that's great. Although I will say there's been a few times I've noticed like I am staring because like their eye, like there's something that like is just, and it's usually the combination between the eyes and the smile. It's not usually like they have beautiful eyes and I'll say something, but it's really about the smile. I think the smile just sort of gives off a vibe of who they are. And you do smile a lot. Just not always in general social in situations. Like you usually have to be with a close group of people.
How did we talk about my smile? Why?
I don't know, because I thought you had a moment of a look like she's going to talk about my smile. But anyway, so I have caught myself a few times, like I'm noticing these things and I'm probably like staring a little bit longer, but then something happens. So I don't make that compliment. And then I'm like, did that person just wonder why I was like maybe staring at them? And then I let it go. But I do have those moments of this. So I don't know, anytime if there is something within my control that can make somebody, like perk up or brighten up a little bit, like, why wouldn't I want to say something? But I always make certain it's authentic too. Like, I'm not going to give a compliment if it's not true or authentic to what I was thinking. So I don't feel like I'm just like...
This just isn't in my nature. Like, I don't know how you get the, like, urge to tell someone something nice.
I don't know. Surely there's got to be other people like me.
Well, I'm sure. I just think right now we're opposites.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think back when I was your age. Was I maybe somewhat similar? Would I not have said something? And so maybe part of my willingness to just sort of say something now is seeing a lot more. And, certainly not only my role as a therapist, but then as, a teacher and mom and all the stuff that I've done, like life can be really hard. So when I notice these things, why wouldn't I say it? And I'm trying to think if I would have done that at your age. And I can't recall. I still think I tried to be positive and say nice things, but that could just be what I'd like to remember and not the actual truth.
Or maybe it's just in your nature to be positive and say nice things.
It could be because, and whether that's personality or whether that's a choice. I mean, because what is the other choice? If you're not positive, then sometimes I don't want to be negative.
Are you saying that I'm negative?
No, I don't think you're negative.
Exactly.
I don't think you're negative. I do think there are personality differences in our willingness, like outgoingness, right? Like, and that's just people being different.
This is starting to feel like an attack.
No. Are you kidding me? Sometimes I wish I wasn't this way. And isn't that sort of the nature of a lot of us, is sometimes we see other people's skills or the way they handle themselves. And I wish I was sometimes a little bit more, is the word demure, like maybe not out there and just putting everything out there sometimes. Like sometimes the difference between having a thought and it coming out my mouth, like sometimes there's not a whole lot of filter.
Okay. See, I think the difference is that I just don't have the thoughts.
And I don't understand people who don't have thoughts constantly, like running, like in their head. Like, and not only that, but like sometimes having like 5 thoughts all at once, and they're just like all taking...
I shut them off and I have little story times in my head.
I'm not certain whether that's a good way to train your brain. If that's thought stopping, because thought stopping is a powerful tool that we all need to know how to do so that we can own our headspace. And yet the thoughts keep coming.
Okay.
So, all right. So back to giving compliments. Yeah. Obviously, we're seeing lots of different personalities, and I'm certain there's many other types of personalities. So what are some of the things that we can give, that we tend to give people compliments on? I mentioned sort of the smile. I love their smile. Ooh, I love bling. So when I see somebody, and it is typically a woman.
She only compliments women.
That's not true. Okay, but then we'll get to another thing. No,
here's what I think. A woman is more likely to compliment another woman on their physical features, and a man on their like accomplishments and so forth.
That is very true. Some of the research suggests that we're going to be more likely to do that, and I'm not certain. Maybe some of the reasons why. Again, whether as women we try to find community where we can and lift each other up, and guys might be more on the performance or achievement, but then maybe this also has like these century-old
societal standards.
Yeah, societal, right? Like as women, being valued for looks, whereas men on their accomplishments. So it could be rooted in some of that. I think, again, some of these is more like in the moment. Like I said, I would be more. I'm comfortable complimenting a woman in public that I've never met, so it's not like I would know her performance or character. So I wonder if we're just more likely to say things in the moment. Like if somebody has like a beautiful necklace, I'm like, oh yeah, or that color looks fabulous on you, So.
But you wouldn't say it to a man.
No, but sometimes I have thoughts, but I don't say them. Or the couple of times I did say them to a guy. Okay, and you know what it's usually about? All right, and I'm not the only person who probably thinks this, but have you ever, like, had a guy, and a lot of times, like, I'm thinking, like, my students. So, like, big age difference. Like, they're like my son's age. Like, it's not a big, like, and oh, my God, the hair. Like, they have a heck of a good set of hair. And I do, like, I'm like, oh, my God, your hair is... It's so awesome.
Okay. Anyways, let's get back on track. So there's physical compliments.
And there's
achievements,
performance, like athletics and so forth. So like athletics, grades we can sometimes do. But then also I wonder about character and values. Like, I've had this happen, and so this is another one. I don't tend to do this one probably as much, but I mean, I've had somebody come up when you kids were young, and they said something very nice about my parenting. Again, very rare that we ever get compliments on things like that. But that feels good because, and I think that brings up another thing. Like these compliments oftentimes are just a moment in time. Like they're not about something that, is this lifelong list of achievements or anything. I'm noticing this thing about you right now in this moment, and I'm saying something nice. I'm praising, I'm validating something you're doing, so I think that's some of it too. And I think sometimes some of those character values types of praise or compliments can hit a little bit differently too. Like, and specific praise is helpful too. Not like, oh, you look really good today. you look respectable. You know, like
She's not letting that one go.
No, it's been over, almost 30 years?
Dating
Well, it had
herself
to have
there.
been like 30 years ago, I bet. Still there.
Okay.
And so where was I going with that?
I don't know. So let's go somewhere else.
Okay, go
We've talked about how people give compliments.
Yes.
Let's talk about receiving compliments.
Oof. That can be more challenging, I think, for a lot of us. There's a study that said about 70% of people feel uncomfortable receiving a compliment.
Because probably the compliment you're receiving is about something that you have thought negatively about.
So you don't quite believe it?
Maybe.
Maybe you
Or you
want
just
to.
don't feel it.
You're not feeling it. Like, and that can be this difference, right? Like sometimes we know, but the way we feel is very different. That cognitive dissonance that we have with ourselves. Like, I know this, but that's not the way I feel.
Like if you told me my hair looked good right now.
It does.
No.
It does.
That's a story for no time.
Okay. And so you're saying that sometimes the way somebody is feeling in that moment, and maybe that's the way they consistently feel, or in that moment, whether something like the hair, like it wasn't quite working out the way I wanted, so somebody notices it and says something nice, and it's like, ugh. And so what do we do with those compliments?
I don't know. Why?
Well, do we look and
Ignore
say,
them?
thank you? Ignore them? Right? Like
I feel like the default response is like, thank you or thanks.
So that's a default to be polite, to just accept the compliment. Like that's probably what we should do in most cases.
Some people deflect it. They're like, oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm really having a bad hair day. Or like they come up with some of those deflections or minimizing. Oh, this old sweater, I got it at, Goodwill. You know. So we deflect, we minimize. Sometimes our defense mechanisms kick in.
What's positive ways of receiving? Complimenting someone else? Like turning around, complimenting them back?
That could be. I mean, if it's genuine, I think so. Like returning the compliment. I mean, did you say thank you for the compliment?
I don't know.
I think that would be what we would want to do. Like, thank you. Like letting the person know.
We already said say thank you.
Okay. And so then where do we go from there? And so I'm wondering if you're saying like there's that awkward phase. Like we said thank you. We did the
That's
polite
not
thing.
at all what I'm saying.
Okay.
I would like to move on now. You hurt my brain now.
I hurt your brain.
You're hurting my brain.
Oh my goodness. No, but I do wonder, like, if most of us
Why are we taking this into the negative? We could take this into the positive too. That's what I'm trying to do.
You're trying to do.
And you're just taking this back into the negative.
I'm breaking it down. Yes. Yes.
No, because it wasn't worth breaking down.
If people feel uncomfortable, if we know that most of us feel uncomfortable, and yet we do the polite thing and say thank you, right? We don't deflect. We're not minimizing, and we just say thank you. Is there that awkward moment afterward?
Not always. And sometimes, what if I want to give a compliment in return?
Then that's awesome.
Why is that feeling an awkward moment? It's not. Sometimes I just want to.
I didn't say it had to be about feeling an awkward moment.
But you made it. Yes, you did.
Okay.
You're making my eyebrows twitch right now.
Part of me is like, tell me more, Victoria. The eyebrow twitching. But let's not. Let's stick with compliments. You okay over there?
I'm dying.
Yeah, you've already established that.
Okay.
We all are in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Some more than others with eyebrows twitching and brains hurting.
Sometimes this is not going to be a compliment. Welcome to not a compliment day.
Oh!
Sometimes dealing with you is a lot. Okay, my eyebrows twitching, my brain's hurting.
You know,
When is anti-compliment day? I need to know that one. I'll partake in that one.
yeah. Is there another day where we can just? I don't know. You'd have to. Maybe some of the listeners will know and send respond in the comments so that you can have your day. Like, just lay it on me. So,
anyways.
All right. So now we've had the dealing with mom issues. But back to compliments. I'm trying to, like, I do, like, people feeling uncomfortable. Almost like sometimes it can feel a little squirmish. Like,
I don't feel this.
you don't? Like, if somebody compliments you.
Yeah.
Like, if I said, I love the art that you created behind you. Like, that
Thank
is
you.
really. Huh?
So, thank you.
Okay, so how does that make you feel when I say that?
Nah.
Like, because you know that to be true, and so good to notice, or?
I know that you like the art I did.
And you're like,
I was like, this looks like a 4th grade art project.
all right. And so maybe I am a little like you in that sense. Like, I was never one of those moms that, like, when you guys brought home your different artwork.
Should not hang them up on the fridge.
Okay, to be fair, we didn't have a fridge that you could put a magnet on.
Okay, and?
I'm just saying.
Tape it to the front.
Okay, well, tape creates things.
She's making excuses now.
Yeah, so I was just not that mom, but I would put them in different other places. Like, I did put some on the fireplace mantle or the bookshelf or some of those things. In fact, I think you still have some artwork on my bookshelves.
Yeah.
So
Because I put them there.
But to be fair, like, it wasn't all of your stuff. It was the ones I thought, like, I really complimented you on.
Where is this going?
So I'm just saying that maybe I'm not as willy-nilly with compliments because I do think they have to be sincere and authentic. I'm not going to say something nice if that's not what I truly feel or believe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I thought of that because you were sort of like, you know, like after I get, like, you
But
like
I said
it.
thank you.
You did.
In a positive, upbeat manner, and I moved on.
And a little cutesy manner too. Like, thank you. Like, it was very cutesies. But then when I asked you about that, you know, because oftentimes compliments, you want the
I don't know that compliments hit that deep with me. I don't like compliments.
Really?
They don't hit deep. I don't enjoy them.
Oh, this makes me wonder, and I know this is one of our upcoming topics too, which is makes me wonder if this is about, like, taps into some of our love languages too.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because have you done yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think words of affirmation were high on there.
They were not.
Mm-mm. And not high for me either.
They just don't hit anywhere. Like, thanks.
Like, I think they hit. Like, I appreciate compliments. I appreciate people taking the time.
Right. I appreciate it, but I don't need them.
No.
So they don't go anywhere. Like, I appreciate that you said it, but it doesn't hit anywhere.
And maybe sometimes some of it's the actions. Like, this made me think, and not, I mean, this is a whole different sort of way because it is sort of evaluative too, but you know, sometimes students say really nice things in the course evaluations, you know, like they and very specific things.
I never do.
She's not giving those compliments out.
I'm not giving any feedback, actually.
I mean, feedback is always helpful for me because so that I know what students like and what misses the mark. But sometimes those are like, oh, that's so nice to know that these things resonated or that this is maybe what the student's walking away. So I think sometimes, like, those can also be a little bit of a compliment in that. But one of the highest compliments I do feel is when students have an option to take other professors, but they choose your classes because of their previous experience. I consider that a very a good compliment, or when a client, like you get a referral and it's because one of your other clients referred them, like that is one of the best types of compliments that I think we can have. Okay. Or am I taking the word compliment too far and in different directions?
I don't know. I think you're branching out into some new territory over there. Like disguised compliments. That's where I feel like you're heading over there. Like things that aren't necessarily a compliment but can be taken as a compliment, you know?
So it's
like
not...
you just got a referral from one of your other clients. Like, it's just like that wasn't necessarily a compliment towards you, and yet you're like, oh, I'm doing good work here. That's what that's telling you.
Well, and sometimes clients, they do say nice things. Not that I expect them to, but, that does happen. But that, to me, sometimes is when you're referring someone else for a service or,
Baseline. We're not digging that deep into this conversation right here. Right. No. Well, baseline, if you look at it on paper, you took a referral and turned it into a compliment. So you're charting into territories of disguised compliments. Okay.
So where would you like to take this or keep this?
I don't know, but we don't need to go down a new rabbit hole.
Makes it seem like rabbit holes are wrong.
Not always. I just don't feel like where you were taking that was gonna hit with the episode.
Okay. Fair enough. So what are some other defenses that people, when they're uncomfortable? We talked about minimizing and deflecting, and thanking somebody and returning a compliment. How else might people?
Once again, you're taking my return a compliment and turning it into minimizing. Or filling the uncomfortable space.
No. I think returning a compliment is a very valid and positive thing. It has nothing... It can have something to do with awkward space, but it doesn't have to.
Categorizing it under the whole...
Okay.
Sometimes I wonder if you hear what you say.
Okay, well, repeat it back to me.
You said, okay, what are other ways that you can fill the uncomfortable, that people might fill the uncomfortable space? And then you're like, we talked about minimizing, and we talked about filling it, saying thank you and giving a compliment in return.
Oh, I didn't realize I was talking about uncomfortable space. No, that was probably 5 thoughts before those words actually came out. So sorry. Sorry for that confusion. Okay, let me be more clear. There are several ways in which we can receive a compliment.
Yes.
Some of those ways, and we'll start with some of the positive ways, is to say thank you. Another way is to say thank you and then offer an authentic compliment in return. I don't know if there's some more positive ways that there could be.
I don't know. I want to move on.
But then there's some negative, we've talked about maybe some of the, especially for responding with our own discomfort, which is either minimizing the compliment or deflecting the compliment. Are there other things we can do with compliments when we receive them?
No, you tell me.
I wonder, especially if we start going through the list of defense mechanisms, which right now, they're sort of going out of my head. But things like projection. So if somebody compliments me on something, but then I'm like, oh no, so I could minimize it. And then oh, that's so-and-so over there. So there could be
that was minimizing.
Yeah, that's minimizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how some of the other... you might be able to intellectualize a compliment. I'm certain some of us... Yeah, some of us overthinkers. We probably could. Intellectualize. Yes.
I don't know what that means. You're using big words here that I don't know what we mean by this. Like, I know what the word means. I need you to describe it in the way of a compliment.
So let's say you received a compliment for your grades or something. Mm-hmm. Like somebody saw you on the, I don't know, what is it, the president's list or something. Mm-hmm. And then your response would be, well, the such and such subject that we were on really tapped into some of my profound skills of this and that.
You won't catch me doing that.
I won't catch you doing that.
No. That's diving a little too deep into thoughts.
So intellectualization is usually not your defense mechanism.
No.
Okay. Glad we established that.
What else?
We've talked about, in general, feeling discomfort or sort of the squirminess when we get a compliment, but we might not have talked about all of the underpinnings with that. We mentioned a little bit about maybe the cognitive dissonance, meaning we received a compliment, but how I think and feel about that isn't aligned with that compliment. And so that's what can make it feel a little uncomfortable. I think in general, too, there's some people who have low self-esteem. And so that can be challenging to believe that there is something good about you that's worthy of a compliment. We mentioned before about societal expectations. I wonder, too, if some of this goes into play, like especially thinking about women and how oftentimes we are told to be more modest or humble and maybe don't let ourselves shine as brightly as we can. So I wonder if that goes into play sometimes with the minimizing or deflecting it is at the root of it is some sort of modesty or humbleness that it can not feel very comfortable in those moments.
I don't got that problem.
You don't have that problem? Nope. No humbleness?
Nope.
No modesty?
Nope.
If you deserve it, you deserve it?
Yep.
You'll own it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so we talked about low self-esteem, which can impact our ability to receive compliments. And I think another thing is, when we think about adolescents specifically and even young adults, like there's a lot happening with that self-esteem. They're already feeling vulnerable. Another thing, and this is what I was trying to think of. A lot of times, right, when we think about compliments, it's really about being seen. And so sometimes people feel really vulnerable when they're seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like it can feel like exposing somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving me that look.
I don't know. I don't know that exposing would be the word that I would use.
What would you use?
Well, because, like, if it's something that's being seen, it's something that you're putting out there, and therefore it's there to be seen. How could it be exposing? It's not like you're pulling back a curtain.
True.
I don't know.
And yet, maybe some people's interests or passions are about creating art or performing music or, playing, athletics or something. And they love that part of it, but maybe they don't love to be recognized for that. Like they do it for the love of the game or the activity itself and not so much wanting to be recognized for it.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes just that vulnerability, I think, sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about maybe some reasons that cognitive dissonance. I'm trying to go through the list. Self-esteem issues. I think also just sort of our childhood experiences, like, were they comfortable getting compliments growing up? How did they get those? Like, fun fact, and I hate even thinking this, but it's very likely true. But they say that parents criticize their children 3 times for every one compliment or praise.
You could see that.
I can see that too. Like, even from my own experiences, I feel like as a parent, there's a lot of corrections we have to do.
I can see that even now. She likes to tell me that she compliments me on my work all the time, but I also constantly hear how I'm not doing enough.
And is it that you're hearing you're not doing enough, or I'm saying
interpreting what you're saying? Because that's essentially what you're saying.
Like, sometimes in those moments, like, especially if I'm like, oh, this stuff has to be done, I'm certain I'm putting off a sense of urgency or overwhelm, and you might be interpreting it as I didn't do this, or I don't have it done, or I'm not doing enough to get these things done. Whereas I feel like I'm just coming because, like, okay, we have all this stuff to do. How are we going to get it done?
We're getting back to compliments.
Let's get back to compliments, because you do an amazing job.
Oh my
like,
God.
People see, like, the web page that we're designing for some upcoming things. Like, it's great. You do fabulous work.
I don't need the compliments. I really don't.
I'm still complimenting you.
It didn't feel like a compliment.
Oh.
It felt forced.
Forced. So there's this concept of forced, which then that doesn't feel very good, right? If you feel like somebody is, like, forced to say it. Or like they're just trying to say it to get back on your good side or something. Like they want something from you. Yeah.
You felt like you were saying it for performative reasons.
I don't think so, but okay. Okay, but don't we sometimes say compliments, like, when we want something, like to butter somebody up?
No, I usually just put on my sweet little girl voice.
But there's usually a compliment in there sometimes.
No, there might be a pretty please, which you don't get out of me very often either.
Right. Yeah, the please, thank yous, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's not in my nature. Leave me alone.
And so we were just saying that one, and I had another one. What did you just say?
The whole forced.
Yes. And then what about, I don't know if you've ever had this, the backhanded compliment.
All the time. All the time.
Oh. In what way?
Just no. No, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I don't feel like ranting. I'm in a good mood. Let's not.
Okay. But you know what that experience is like. Like, I'm complimenting you, but it's not a compliment. Yeah, those are yuck. Oh, I'm getting the evil eye. I feel like this might be about me, y'all.
No, but my eye's starting to twitch now.
Need some coffee? Did you have coffee today?
I did not have coffee today. And I'm dealing with you. I love you. I feel like taking jabs at you, but I love you.
I know you do. I can take the jabs today.
I'm in a mood today.
I'm feeling good. Like, I'm pretty secure in my parenting. You got some jabs? Bring them on. Bring them on. So, because as a mom, you don't get a whole lot of compliments for the mom skills.
Yes.
And that's okay. I'm glad you're in a good mood, though. So, as we bring this around, so backhanded compliments, no bueno. Let's sort of bring this back around to National Compliment Day. Do you think you can bring yourself to be more self-aware or more aware of opportunities to compliment somebody and follow through with actually saying it and not just thinking it? Like, in the spirit of the day.
I'm going to completely forget that's National Compliment Day, actually.
Really?
Yes. By Saturday? Yeah.
You will?
Yeah.
Well, and I almost have a feeling we may not be going out.
Absolutely not. It's supposed to snow.
and not just snow, but it's going to be negative. And the wind chill, I think right now is supposed to be negative 15 with a wind chill. So I think we'll try to hole up.
I'm not leaving my room. I'm not leaving my heated blanket.
So you'll have to compliment the dogs. Maybe your dad.
I tell my dogs are good dogs all day, every day.
What if we decided to really compliment your dad all day?
Like, just bombard him with compliments?
Nonstop. Wouldn't that be fun? I mean, they have to be authentic. They can't be.
He's going to look at us like we're batshit crazy.
Well, probably after the fourth or fifth one. But we do compliment him on some things. Like when he cooks a good meal, we thank him for a lot of the stuff that he does for us. But I mean, like, we're going to go out of our way to compliment him on everything all day. I think it would be fun. And your brothers.
He's going to roll his eyes and walk away from us.
It's all right. That's his thing on the receiving end. We can be a compliment giver.
Okay.
I take it as a challenge. I think we should.
She's going to forget it's National Compliment Day.
I'm going to set my alarms.
Okay.
Well, and then maybe what I'll do is I'll send some compliments to my sisters too. And
you can send me a compliment in the form of a coffee.
Girl, if it is that cold out, you can be making your little iced latte at home. Make certain you have everything. Because I don't know, and I mean, in that kind of frigid weather, that's pretty hard on the cars. We may just need to let
Anyways.
So random, authentic compliments to as many people as we can. I am like taking it as a challenge. Let's do this.
You do you, sweetheart.
I will. That's aligned with who I am.
Okay. It just feels very fake for me.
Really?
To plan to do that, yeah. It feels very fake.
Oh, see, and I take it as it gives me an opportunity to think about, and it probably goes back to those character and values types of things of people that are really important to me that I probably don't compliment enough in my day-to-day life.
Are you saying I have bad values so I don't want to?
No, you do you. It's not a bad thing. No, like if I were to compliment, like let's say my sister on something, it would probably be something about her values or character, you know, not something that she just did, you know?
Okay.
Which, I mean, that's fine too. Okay. Only because I won't see her Saturday. She'll be driving back from Chicago, the airport. So.
Anyways.
I would be interested in hearing all the compliments that are happening out there on National Compliment Day.
Okay.
Yes.
Takeaways?
My takeaways. Well, I don't know that this is anything new that I did not know already, but the compliment giving is sparsely distributed from you and others in our family. It's not a bad thing.
I meant from the episode, not from my personality or my doing. No,
you're so good. Okay, you and your dad, like you guys show up. You guys are very action. Like words don't matter to you guys as much as actions. Right? Like me showing how much I appreciate you is what matters to you versus me just saying it. Like I know this about you guys, and it's not a bad thing. But I think the takeaways are, my biggest takeaway is something that should be something that's a positive experience, fairly easy to do, can still be really tough for a lot of us, both to say and give compliments as well as to receive them. What are your takeaways?
That because I'm not like you, I'm wrong, apparently. Apparently there's something wrong with me.
Okay. It's your takeaway. You go with it, girl. You go with it.
I don't know, give compliments, but don't let them be fake. Yeah.
All right. And let's celebrate National Compliments Day. However, each
Sure.
of us feels comfortable.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Goodbye.